Today class we will learn epsilon NFA. Okay, so what is epsilon NFA? See, if there is this transaction from one state to another state without any input, epsilon, it is called epsilon transaction. There is no input but there is a transaction from Q0 to Q1. So that is given as epsilon. So this type of transaction is called as epsilon transaction. Okay, and it can have 0 or more epsilon transaction present, so hence it is called as epsilon NFA. Okay, so coming to the definition, it also contains similarly 5 tuples as the NFA and DFA. All the things are similar. Okay, these are the number of states, these are the states, input symbols, transaction function, start state and the final state. Okay, now you see, this is a simple diagram. Here it is taking transaction for epsilon. So in the input it is 0, 1, 2 and epsilon is included. All other things are similar. Starting state Q0 and the final state is double circle state, that is Q2. And for Q0 it's taking transaction to itself for 0. For 1 no. For 2 there is no transaction. Only for epsilon it is taking transaction for Q1. So Q0 to Q1. So Q0 taking transaction to Q1 for epsilon symbol. Okay. Similarly, you should write the definition. 3 states, that is Q. Input symbol 0, 1, 2 and epsilon are used. Okay. And the Q0 is our start state and final state is Q2 represented by double circle. Coming to the next topic, that is epsilon closure. Okay, so what it states that epsilon closure is a set of all states which are reachable from state Q without processing any input symbol. Okay, there will be no input symbol leaving epsilon. Now you see this example, it is taking transaction to one state to another by using epsilon. So from till where it is reachable, that we have to take. See, epsilon closure for Q0 is equals to, from Q0 from epsilon it can reach till Q2. So Q0, Q1, Q2 is a reachable state. Okay. Same way for Q1 it can reach for Q1 as well as Q2. And same way Q2 it is taking epsilon closure is Q2. Okay. Set of all states which are reachable from that state. So from Q2 it is reachable only to Q2. So that is the epsilon closure. So you have to know epsilon closure while calculating the problems. Okay. Now you see this example. Here Q0 from epsilon closure will be, it can move to Q0, Q1 and Q2. So Q0, Q1, Q2. It can't reach Q3 because you see here there is no epsilon transaction here. Input symbol is present. Only epsilon only should be considered. Okay, same way for Q1. See, for Q1 it can reach to Q2. So Q1, Q2. Again for Q2, Q2 only. And for Q3, no transaction. So Q3 only. Okay, like that you have to calculate the epsilon closure. Next topic is conversion of epsilon NFA to equivalent DFA. Okay, so they given the diagram that is contains epsilon transaction. So we say that it is a epsilon NFA. So the symbols are A, B and epsilon. Okay, first we have to write the definition and table for this diagram. So definition, epsilon NFA is represented by capital E with the same 5 tuples. Okay, suffix with E that you should write. Now states, here how many states are there? Q0, Q1 and Q2, that you have to write. And the epsilon symbols are A and B, and Q0 is our start state and Q2 is our final state, and we have to write the transaction how it is moving. So for Q0, for A no transaction, for B it is transaction to itself, and epsilon Q1. Okay, same way for Q1, for A it is Q1, for B no transaction, and for epsilon Q2. Okay, same way for Q2, for A it is taking transition to Q1 and for B it is taking transition to Q2, Q0, and Q2 epsilon no transaction. So fine. Okay, that is the first thing. Now again the similar way we have to start converting into DFA, right? So we have to first form the DFA tuples. So first we have to just mention the tuples and input symbol. Okay. Now we have to start with the DFA Q naught. Here we have to mention epsilon closure. See, epsilon closure is required. See, epsilon closure Q naught means from Q naught using epsilon transaction till where it can reach. See, it can reach Q naught, Q1, Q2. Epsilon transaction, right? So, Q naught, Q1, Q2 is our first state. Okay. Now, for this one, we have to give input symbol A and B and we have to calculate. So, Q naught, Q1, Q2 for input symbol A, Q naught, Q1, Q2 for input symbol B. Now, again, epsilon closure of epsilon, the transaction of epsilon NFA for the input symbol A. Inside that, we have to give Q naught comma A union Q1 comma A and Q2 union transaction of Q2 comma A. We have to divide this into this three equation. Okay, epsilon E of Q naught A union epsilon E of Q1 A union epsilon E of Q2 A. Okay. Now you have to write the answers for this one. Q naught for A. Q naught for A it is 5 and Q1 for A it is Q1. Again Q2 for A it is Q1. See, Q1 and Q1 union will be Q1 only. It means A union A is equals to A. Okay. So Q1. Now epsilon closure of Q1 we have to calculate. Q1 for epsilon transaction it can reach itself and the next state. So Q1, Q2 is our answer. Okay. Now for B we have to calculate similar way. So Q naught for B. Q naught for B it is Q naught. Next one is 5 and Q naught. Okay. This row, this column we have to see. And union of A union A similar way. So it is Q naught. For Q naught closure we have already calculated, that is Q naught, Q1, Q2. Now see, this is our new state and this is a previous state. For new state we have to apply the input symbol again A and B. Okay, that is Q naught, Q1, Q2. Okay, again now for Q1, Q2 for the input symbol A we have to apply similar way. So we have to divide epsilon closure and we have to divide this equation. So transaction function Q1 comma A union transaction with the Q2 comma A. Okay. Now for Q1A, see, for Q1A it is Q1 and Q2A it is Q1. So answer is our Q1 and epsilon closure of Q1. Epsilon closure of U1 is, it is Q1 and Q2. For epsilon transaction it can itself and the next state without any input symbol with the epsilon symbol. Okay. That is Q1, Q2. So Q1, Q2 is, this is a new state? No. See, Q1, Q2 we are calculating. So it is not a new state. Now for A is done. Now it is B. For B input again you have to follow the same step for Q1B and Q12. Okay, Q1B it is 5 and Q2B it is Q0. So Q0 and the epsilon closure of Q0 is, epsilon closure is Q0, Q1 and Q2. Okay. So Q0, Q1, Q2. So both are not the new state. So both are the previous state. So no new states possible. So our calculation stops here. Now we have to calculate the final state. Okay. So for that one you have to check. See, our final state is Q2. Right. So in this Q2 is present. So this is also our final state. Similarly, in this also Q2 is present. So this is also our final state. So there are two final states now. So in which Q2 is present, that is the final state. Okay. Now we have to write the equivalent DFA. Now the function contains two states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2. Okay. Input symbol and AB. And the start state is Q0, Q1, Q2, in which Q0 is present, that is the start state. Okay, Q0, Q1, Q2 and final states are both of these states. Now for this one we have to draw the diagram based on this input. So first one is Q0, Q1, Q2 and the next state is Q1, Q2. Only two states are possible. Now Q0, Q1, Q2 for A. for A it is answer is q1 q2, and for B it is itself. Okay, so for B it is itself, for A it is taking transition to q1 q2. Similarly q1 q2 for A it is q1 q2, so itself, so for A it is itself, and for B it is taking transition to next one. Okay, so like this you have to draw the transaction table also for A and B, and here both are final state and the first one is a starting state. Clear? So this is how you have to calculate the epsilon NFA. Now the last important topic is comparison of DFA, NFA and epsilon NFA. They were asked three times in the previous question papers. Okay, so DFA, NFA and epsilon NFA. See, tuples are similar. Okay, so tuples are similar here, but the transaction functions only differ. Okay, so here DFA is represented by D, NFA is represented by N, and epsilon NFA is represented by capital E. And transaction function Q into alpha lead to the same transaction, where Q into epsilon can lead to the 2 times of Q. It may be any number of increases. Okay, again here Q into epsilon union, okay, summation union epsilon tends to 2Q. So that is the difference. Okay, these tuples are similar. Now coming to the next one, DFA can have only one transaction for one input. Okay, whereas here it may have 0 or 1 or more number of transaction for and one input. And epsilon NFA is a NFA with a 0 or more transactions. So similar one you can write here. Then it is difficult to construct, easy to construct, easy to construct. Okay, here you need to follow rules, no? So hence it is little difficult. Now less powerful, since at any point of time it will be in only one state. Okay, now this one is more powerful than DFA, since at any point of time it will be in more than one state, means it can take transaction for more than one state. Now coming to this one, more powerful than both of these, since at any point of time it will be in more than one state with one or without any given input, because it can take the transaction for epsilon also, no? So that's why. Okay, so this is a comparison important. Thank you.